Much like cell phones, the internet, and Starbucks, it's hard to imagine a world without Britney Spears. But how well do we really know her? From just a kid who loved to sing to global pop sensation to mother of two, Spears has evolved and shapeshifted over the years. This is the stunning transformation of Britney Spears. Spears was born on December 2, 1981 in Mississippi. The daughter of a second-grade teacher and a caterer, Spears grew up in Louisiana, an hour north of New Orleans, with her parents and siblings.
I just knew she would do something in the entertainment business. I didn't really know what.
From the age of 2, it was obvious that Spears loved singing. She would hog the bathroom and sing with great gusto into her hairbrush, telling Rolling Stone, "I was in my own world. I found out what I'm supposed to do at an early age." Her mom confirmed that she did this too, adding, "She was always singing. She would never hush."
She would have friends over, and I was always dancing. She was like, "Shut up, Britney. You have company over."
Of course, Britney's older brother, who witnessed her singing and dancing to Madonna in front of the TV, remembered things a little differently, joking, "It was very annoying."
I feel the need for speed!
Spears put her skills to the test right away, winning her first talent show when she was just 6. She told Rolling Stone, "When people see things on TV that they can't do, that should make them want to go out there and make something of themselves. That's how I looked at it."
And here is 10-year-old Britney Spears.
Britney was a champion on Star Search in 1992, which was a pretty big deal at the time. But even then, she was already looking for the next big thing. She remembered, those little competitions got really old. 1 year later, in '93, Spears would again appear on TV at the age of 11 in the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. She'd previously auditioned for the show when she was 8, according to Rolling Stone, but wasn't deemed old enough to join the cast. Jive Records' senior VP of A&R, Jeff Fenster, recalled Spears' self-driven initiative, saying, "Her parents were not pushing her at all."
When I'm on stage, I'm a different person. I totally explode and I have attitude.
Spears wasn't the only cast member who went on to have a successful career in entertainment. Other famous alumni of the series include Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, and Justin Timberlake. After the all-new Mickey Mouse Club was canceled, Spears returned to her hometown, but not for long.
After that show, that's when I realized I had a major love for music.
Entertainment lawyer Larry Rudolph got her an audition with Jive Records' Jeff Fenster, who was immediately impressed with her. He told Rolling Stone, "It's very rare to hear someone that age who can deliver emotional content and commercial appeal." Spears signed with Jive Records and embarked on a 26-destination mall tour in '98 while also recording an album. It was a huge commitment for the young artist, but Fenster recalled, "The motivation, the eye of the tiger is extremely important, and Britney had that. This is clearly a self-motivating person from a very young age."
If I hear my song on the radio, I'll just be crazy, oh my gosh, I think that'd be so cool. I would love that. That'd be great.
By the time the single Baby One More Time dropped in '98, Spears also had a modeling gig and had opened for NSYNC. But once the world saw her Catholic school uniform in the video, she was no longer playing second fiddle to anyone. The song went to the top of the charts and everyone wanted a piece of Britney.
Okay, this is my first video I ever shot.
But Spears wasn't just a prop who sang and did whatever people told her to. She revealed to Rolling Stone that she collaborated on the video concept, which was originally going to be animated, along the lines of the Power Rangers. She recalled, "I had this idea where we're in school and bored out of our minds and we have Catholic uniforms on, and I said, why don't we have knee-highs and tie the shirts up to give it a little attitude, so it wouldn't be boring and cheesy."
To my surprise, everything turned out really, really cool.
That look and that unforgettable hook made this song a smash hit. Anyone who was watching the 2003 VMAs will tell you that when Spears locked lips with Madonna, people just about lost their minds. Same-sex couples were over a decade away from having the right to marry, and Ellen DeGeneres had only just come out 6 years prior, so seeing two women kiss on live TV was big news.
It's not that big of a deal.
Spears dished the dirt on the behind-the-scenes mechanisms at work at the time, revealing in a 2003 interview, "And of course Madonna's the groom and I'm the bride, so she probably thought that we should kiss. She was like, why don't we do it here? Why don't we do the kiss here?" And I was like, okay, all right.
The kiss was not my idea. It was Madonna's idea.
The way Spears tells it, that was an actual first kiss for the pair, adding, "We never actually really did it in rehearsal. When we got on stage, she's like, let's just see what happens." I was like, okay, and then we did it. Madonna also kissed Christina Aguilera during the performance, but nobody remembers that part, probably because the cameras missed it.
They cut away to get Justin's reaction.
In the midst of recording hit after hit and embarking on extremely successful concert tours, Spears was also wrangling a personal life in the spotlight. She made headlines in particular in 2004 when she famously got married to childhood friend Jason Alexander in Vegas, and had the whole thing annulled 55 hours later. As Alexander tells it, she had him flown to Las Vegas on New Year's Day. He told ABC News, "It wasn't really a booty call, it was just, a friend asking a friend to come on a trip." But when Spears told her family that the couple had tied the knot, they were upset that the couple hadn't signed a prenup, so Spears had the marriage annulled.
I think everything happens for a reason.
On the heels of her first marriage, it appeared that Spears had found true love. In 2004, Spears married backup dancer Kevin Federline in a top-secret ceremony, according to People. The pair had 2 children together, Sean Preston, born in 2005, then Jaden James in September 2006, according to E! News. But apparently the union wasn't as blissful as it seemed. 2 months later, Spears sent Federline a text asking for a divorce. Spears admitted in the 2008 MTV documentary Britney for the Record, "Instead of following my heart and doing something that made me really happy, I just did it for the idea of everything."
We had 2 kids. Obviously, things didn't work out the way that they were supposed to.
The pair currently co-parent their 2 sons.
Embrace the moment before the chaos.
If you were even half paying attention to pop culture in 2007, you remember Spears' famous meltdown, arguably due in part to the relentless presence of the paparazzi in her life. That likely contributed to stress in her marriage. Federline admitted to Vlad TV,
That was a whole different lifestyle than I ever imagined. Getting around from place to place and having 20 people follow you all day long, and your whole life kind of being told and through somebody else's eyes.
Things only got worse for Spears, who lost custody of her children in 2007, according to Today, due to her drug and alcohol use. She also famously shaved her head in public, racked up some vehicle offenses, and hit an SUV with an umbrella. It seemed Spears was doomed to succumb to her downward spiral, but she was able to find her footing after focusing on her mental and physical health.
I just want to be a happy person.
After that, she was primed for a comeback. Spears managed to turn things around by the next year. She got rid of her controlling manager, Sam Lufty, and seemed to have her custody battle settled by August of 2008. At the time, her father told OK, "God has a way of taking something bad and turning it into something good. If this hadn't happened, I would never have been able to get back with my daughter and have this relationship I have with these 2 little boys." Spears' 6th studio album, Circus, debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts, as did her single Womanizer. She also made several TV appearances and went on a successful tour. But more than anything, it was motherhood that helped Spears bounce back to health. She said via Marie Claire, "My kids shaped my personality and filled me. They made me not worry about what was happening to me."
I'm just really excited right now. I have so much going on and I can't really explain it. Just butterflies, I guess.
With her darkest days behind her, Spears' 7th studio album, Femme Fatale, hit #1 on the Billboard 200 in 2011 and was followed by yet another successful tour. She also snagged a coveted spot as a judge on The X Factor in 2012, along with a handsome $15 million paycheck, according to E! News.
The singing came in and it wasn't very nice.
Additionally, Spears' longtime partner with Jive Records came to an end when the company was dissolved in 2011, according to Billboard. Having met her contractual obligation with them with her hit album Britney Jean, Spears was now free to renegotiate her contract or sign with whomever she wanted. She renewed her contract with RCA and released Glory in 2016, according to the Los Angeles Times. In the midst of releasing albums and lighting up the small screen on The X Factor, Spears also landed a residency in Las Vegas at Planet Hollywood in 2013, according to Rolling Stone. Originally, she was slated to perform 50 shows over the course of 2 years, but Piece of Me was so in demand that she ended up performing a whopping 248 shows. The residency finally came to an end in 2017, with a final gross of over $137 million, according to Billboard. After taking Piece of Me on a world tour in 2018, Spears announced that she would, in fact, be returning to Vegas once again for a new residency, this one entitled Britney Domination. The run was set to kick off at the New Park MGM Theater in February 2019, but it was put on hold just 1 month prior. Spears is a multi-million-dollar brand whose performances obviously rake in loads of cash and require tons of preparation and manpower. So when Spears announced that she was putting Britney Domination on hold, fans knew something serious was happening. She posted on Instagram, "I've been looking forward to this show and seeing all of you this year, so doing this breaks my heart. However, it's important to always put your family first, and that's the decision I had to make." So what prompted the cancellation? According to the New York Times, her father was in critical condition due to a ruptured colon. Britney posted, A couple of months ago, my father was hospitalized and almost died. We're all so grateful that he came out of it alive, but he still has a long road ahead of him. After putting her residency on hold, there was another new development in Spears' personal life. In March of 2019, upset about her father's health condition, Britney was admitted into a mental health facility, according to TMZ. The outlet reported that Spears' father has had 2 surgeries in an attempt to improve his situation, but he's experiencing complications and doesn't appear to be getting any better. After fans went viral with the hashtag #FreeBritney, thinking that their favorite pop star had been sequestered against her will, Spears returned home, according to The Blast, and took the time to let fans know she's doing okay.
Hi guys, just checking in with all of you who are concerned about me. All is well.
She posted on Insta, "You may not know this about me, but I am strong and stand up for what I want. Your love and dedication is amazing, but what I need right now is a little bit of privacy to deal with all the hard things that life is throwing my way. If you could do that, I would be forever grateful. Love you."
But don't worry, I'll be back very soon.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.